So, let's start with Mangalacharn. Om Jnana Timidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Svavitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Krishna Charuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kantarada Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebho Vaishnavebho Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I believe we are on chapter 2, text 48.
We did 48 or we're starting 48?
No, I think we
did 48 because I'm marked at 48.
We did 42 through 47 last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nancy,
Yep.
where can I get a
The
light?
lights, I'm going to get.
Oh, I would have got it. You asked for help, Nancy.
Yeah, help yourselves. I'll put them on a plate so it's easier to get them later. They're all different kinds. They're really
Sure.
nice.
Thank you.
I don't know if they're charged though.
Okay.
I forgot to charge them. You charge
How are
them.
you, Ma? Are you good?
Yeah, thanks. I'm
Have
going away tomorrow. I'm really excited.
Where are you going?
Up to New Paltz for a few days with
Ah.
some girls.
you been
And
upstate
I
a
went
lot,
upstate, yeah. I went to see a friend I haven't seen in like 10 years up at, where were they? Near Cayuga Lake, by the Finger Lakes.
Oh, that's my place.
Oh, yeah, we went up to
Kinda.
Watkins Glen and
Ooh,
Ithaca. It was
nice.
really beautiful.
Very nice.
So we're at chapter 2, what?
Text 48.
Okay.
Is,
I just need my reading glasses. I don't think I can still
I
see
can't see.
Alrighty.
are we okay? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Are you looking for the verse?
It's okay. I can find it. I'm stumbling because
Okay.
I can't see very well.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
About that Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Yes.
When do you say that?
Isn't that only before Bhagavatam class?
I heard it done for what do you call it? I've heard it done for Bhagavad Gita as well.
Huh.
Yeah.
And so you don't say it any other times?
No.
Only before reading?
What's it mean? Om Namo, the name, the great sage
Mhm.
Vasudev said. That's all it means, right?
Oh,
Om Namo Bhagavate.
I think Vasudev did speak the Mahabharata as well.
I just remember
Oh,
there was.
yeah?
Yeah.
That's true.
Mhm.
Why? When have you heard it?
Oh, I hear it before on Wisdom of the Sages.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
start, but then they say those prayers
No,
that
they
we do.
no, they don't. They say a different prayer. They don't say these. They say Narayanam
Namaskritam. Yeah.
I don't know those
Yeah,
prayers.
but some of it is this. So I feel like it sounds familiar.
That part's two prayers.
Okay.
Two things. Yeah, where is that? Narayanam Namaskritam. Is that in here?
Narottamam, Devam Saraswati.
Yeah, it's like I'm shocked that I even know it, but it's just from listening to them say it. Let's see.
Anyway, yeah, the show opens up more like, you know, like a introduction.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya. Yeah. So I never know. Like I'm like, okay, so when do you say that prayer?
Usually-
just before the Bhagavad.
Yeah.
Just before
Okay.
reading of the Bhagavad.
Okay.
And he's saying he's heard it before the Gita too, so.
Okay. Well, sorry.
I find it to feel very meditative when we say it like
Yeah.
that anyway, so really.
Probably can't hurt.
Right.
Never.
An extra mantra is always good.
Well, I bow to the Supreme Lord Vasudeva, signifying devotion and surrender to the divine
it's
essence.
not Vasudeva Sage, it's Vasudeva Krishna.
Yes.
Oh,
And Uvacha means said, right? The great sage said.
I mean, if it were the sage, it would be Vyasadevaya. It's Vasudevaya.
I'm confused. Oh, because Vasudev's Krishna's father, and
No,
Vasudeva's the name for Krishna.
Vasudev is the name for Krishna. Vasudev is Krishna's father, I think. I think it's different pronunciation, slightly.
Interesting.
Vyasadeva is
Yeah,
is
the compiler.
right,
The
and
author.
Vasudeva is Krishna.
wow, I've
Vasudeva.
always confused those two.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Vyasadeva. Right.
Vyasudev is the author.
Right.
I'm giving up on my
Vasudeva.
Krishna consciousness. It's just too complicated.
Don't give up.
It is so complicated.
It's
I
very complicated,
feel,
especially when you struggle
and I
with
feel
memory
like so
issues.
unworthy most of
I'm
the
so
time.
glad that I started when I was in my 20s. 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't learn it too much anymore. I
Right.
wish I would have just felt
Very
my head out
difficult.
with memorizing the slokas
Mhm.
and everything I didn't.
It's true, like everything I learned when I was young. I
Yeah.
can't remember verses
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
I just can't do it.
We can try to start small, but I just wanted, before I get into that, I just want to say that I was right. The Vasudev, the Supreme Lord, is long A, and for Krishna's father, it's short A, Vasudev.
So can you say both right now?
Vasudev and Vasudev.
Wow.
Wow, it's so
Vasudeva
freaking
and
close.
Vasudeva.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me right
Vasudeva and
now?
Basically,
Vasudeva.
one A has the line over the top. The other
Yeah.
one
Which is
doesn't.
So, yeah, if you see the
And
line
Vasudeva.
over the letter A, that's Krishna, the Supreme Lord.
Oh,
If you don't see the line over the A, then
that's the author.
that's
Krishna's
that's
father.
Krishna's
That's
father.
Krishna's father.
Vyasadeva is
Vyasadeva
VY. Yeah.
Right.
Not to be confused with Nanda Baba, who's also Krishna's father.
Yes. There we go. That's right.
Yeah.
I can't.
I can't even.
I'm realizing it's funny because we're here doing this study and I listen to Wisdom of the Sages almost every day and they talk about like they go the squirrel, you know, like they go off on these and like
Yes.
he's trying to get through like it's almost
Right.
like
And Kastuba's like, okay,
Kastuba's
Raghunath.
like, and we're like Raghunath, just like going off on it. We're squirreling out over here, but
it's
trauma
important
in the
information.
body or trauma in life, it really causes memory loss. It's almost like the body's way, the mind's way of protecting the body, because you don't want to keep redoing the trauma in the mind, because then it's felt throughout the body. So what it does is it like kind of blocks your memory. And like learning about this now, there was a lot of trauma, and I like have grace with myself instead of like, why can't I remember this? Why can't I remember that quote or that, like, you know, or that verse? And like, I have such I really admire your memory, and it's like when you too.
No.
Also,
Take care
like
of
the
it.
He didn't do any of the shit we did.
He didn't do
you
any
realize
drugs, he
that?
never
No
drank.
yeah, like.
but
his-
he had trauma.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
He had trauma, and trauma is like real, and what it does to the mind
It's
and the
true.
brain. And
yeah,
so
had probably the same damage as drugs, basically.
yeah, it definitely did. I didn't do a lot of drugs, but I did have a lot of childhood trauma, and I realize that now in having that grace. But seeing you just recall, or it's like
I know, it is
It's
amazing.
very
it's
admirable.
really a gift, and I admire that so much.
You
But
should go on Jeopardy.
I'm having grace with myself
Good.
now and saying it's okay not to remember everything, because even though I may not be able to recall it, I'm still hearing it.
Right.
And I may not be able to absorb it all
It'll
the time,
sink
but
in
my soul is
eventually, yeah.
constantly hearing this, and it maybe won't ever sink in, and I won't be that teacher that's able to recall the verse and the number and but I could still pass out the same.
Yeah, you'll get the
The
message.
thing is distilling the essence and understanding what it really means.
Yes.
That's
Right.
the most
If
Thank
you
you.
get that and you get that inside, then
Yeah.
It's still
that's what matters.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm realizing, and it's like a nice being able to just like be okay with that. I'm never gonna be that. Maybe someday, but not right now.
Or next time around.
Next time around, I'm gonna have your mind. Okay.
I'm just a man, an average man, doing everything the best I can.
And what's that from?
It's from a
It's a
it's from a
song,
song by the
isn't
Stylists.
Yes. You can recall that.
Okay,
All
shall I
right,
start?
all the scrolls are out. Let's
Okay.
You
start.
can try.
Oh. Okay,
Oh my
we're
God,
gonna start-
Nancy, and this verse is what we were talking about yesterday.
All right. Shall I? Okay. Yogasta kuru karmani sangam tyatva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samabhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Be steadfast in yoga, or O Arjuna, perform your duty, and abandon all attachment to success or failure. Such evenness of mind is called yoga.
My verse is completed.
Purport.
Oh.
Krishna tells Arjuna that he should act in yoga. And what is yoga? Yoga means to concentrate the mind upon the Supreme by controlling the ever-disturbing senses. And who is the Supreme? The Supreme is the Lord. And because he himself is telling Arjuna to fight, Arjuna has nothing to do with the results of the fight. Gain or victory are Krishna's concerns. Arjuna is simply advised to act according to the dictation of Krishna. The following of Krishna's dictation is real yoga, and this is practiced in the process called Krishna consciousness. By Krishna consciousness only can one give up the sense of proprietorship. One has to become the servant of Krishna, or the servant of the servant of Krishna. That is the right way to discharge duty in Krishna consciousness, which alone can help one to act in yoga. Arjuna is a Kshatriya, and as such, he is participating in the Varnashram Dharma institution. It is said in the Vishnu Purana that in the Varnashram Dharma, the whole aim is to satisfy Vishnu. No one should satisfy himself, as is the rule in the material world, but one should satisfy Krishna. So unless one satisfies Krishna, one cannot correctly observe the principles of Varnashram Dharma. Indirectly, Arjuna was advised to act as Krishna told him. End of purport.
And you know what? I want to interject about the last thing you said. It's not true that you can't learn. Like the fact that me and Dawn just kind of blurted out the mantra and all the things that you've learned in the past, you didn't know a year ago. You know, so like, or even think back 3 years ago, your
True.
knowledge from then to now. So yeah, you might not be able to memorize a verse word by word, but like Maha said, you're teaching the essence of the verses and the whole, you've absorbed.
You live in that.
Yeah, you've absorbed the bhakti in your heart. So now it's easy for you to teach it without like being so,
Definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, thank
So,
you for that.
yeah. Sometimes we might not be able to memorize every single word, but yeah, it's the essence of, yeah, and think of how many people you've helped on this path. That's really important.
Every time you apply those principles to your actual life, you're reminding yourself again and again also.
Yeah.
And it's just natural. I've also just prayed to remember something, and it comes.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
not because I remember, it's not because I'm trying, it's not because I did a good job, it's just grace. It just comes sometimes when you need it.
Yeah, it's almost like the pressure you put on yourself
exactly.
to, like, you know.
It's not an intellectual process.
Yeah. It's
not.
all in there, right? And
Yeah, we know this stuff. We
Yeah.
just forgot, and we're just.
oh, it's hold on.
It's in
Now
our
that it's-
cells.
Where is this from? Because I wanted to ask you guys. I have it written here and I don't have anything about it. You have forgotten the way of devotional service and are lost in the world of birth and death. Wake up, sleeping souls.
Is that the Jeev Jago?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what it says here,
that's
the
what-
Jeev
It's a
Jaga.
Jeev Jago song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, right?
Okay, so it's a song.
Yes.
Did
It's
we
a
do it?
bhajan, yeah.
Did we talk about
bhajan?
that last time?
No, it's in this book. I think this is notes from one of my first Wisdom of the Sages retreats, and I just didn't know. It's a bhajan. Okay, thank you.
Yes, I can read you the translation. Lord Gauranga is calling, and that's Mahaprabhu. Lord Gauranga is calling, wake up, sleeping souls. Wake up, sleeping souls. How long will you sleep in the lap of the witch called Maya? You have forgotten the way of devotional service and are lost in the world of birth and death. I have descended just to save you. Other than myself, you have no friend in this world. I have brought the medicine that will wipe out the disease of illusion from which you are suffering. Take the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I fall at the Lord's feet having taken this Mahamantra. So,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
When you say Mahaprabhu, that's Sri Chaitanya?
Yeah, Mahaprabhu is Sri Chaitanya. Yeah. So, yeah, and it kind of is kind of jarring to hear, other than myself, you have no friend in this world.
Yeah.
But doesn't it feel like that?
Yeah.
But I will tell you from my own experience, my family's quite dysfunctional, and just when I met my guru when I was 22 years old, or I think 21, one or the other. I think it was 22. He really was just this beautiful light. Not just like limited to light, but just he was just the most loving presence in my life. You know, my mother loved me very much, and she's considered the guru as well. You know,
Right.
mother is considered guru, but no one loved me more than my guru. He one day, I don't know if I've ever told any of you this story, but I was traveling with him in Spain, and there was a small cottage where he was staying, and I was visiting him there. He asked me if I took prasadam, and I said yes, but anyway, he went to the kitchen and he went to prepare prasadam for me, to take a plate, and he was 89 years old at the time, and he had a servant right nearby. He could have asked him to do it, but he did it himself. So, you know, it's Guru and Gauranga. Guru and Gauranga. They say all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. So you have Gauranga here saying, you know, other than myself, you have no friend in this world. The Guru, he's not God, but he represents God. He's the representative. So,
But I kind of feel like that's true. You know, like we can't put our faith or all of our trust and love into each other. Like, you know, I feel like you're always going to be disappointed.
Expectation.
Right. So you kind of have to realize that
You kind of have to feel
that
way,
God is
because when
really
you-
your truest only.
and it's a surrendering too, like, oh, this is a solo journey. You can have children, you can have a husband, this is a solo journey, and you have really one relationship, and that's with the Supreme.
Right.
So everything else is really part of this material world in a sense. Like we think, oh, I gave birth to this child. That child is connected to this, not me,
Yeah.
yes, guru here on planet, but mother. But that child eventually needs all the punches to get their relationship to that, like me, and it's like, so it's like this oneness with that relationship. So
I remember when I just started, I was telling this senior devotee who was disciple of Prabhupada, I'm like, oh, my father did this and that. He just said, you have millions of fathers. So that's the thing. We have these relations, they will come and go. Even I was close to my mother, but when she passed on, I kind of realized that was it, and we were all going on our own journey.
Yeah, like a solo. Like there's connection, and then there's detach. It's like birth and death, birth and death, birth and death. I remember my daughter was struggling through addiction, and I found myself going to meetings for support, and someone in the meeting said, like, you can pray, but you have to, during this time, you must remember that she is God's child first. You're just here to guide, but God will provide for her. Like, and that, just hearing those words, I was like, it took so much stress off of me to be like, I have to control it, I have to fix this, and just to be like, oh, like, God's gonna provide. Yeah. And that's when the healing began for her and for me, was in that letting go of that. That's when she got clean. So it's pretty powerful.
Yeah. And we see this truth actually in other faiths as well. I think in Matthew chapter 6, somewhere in the verse 33, around there, it says even God provides even for the sparrows.
Yeah. So how will he provide for you?
Right.
Yeah, I read that recently. It's funny you should say that. Somebody brought me that verse.
Right.
Alrighty.
Why is there something wrong with sparrows?
Birds.
Well, I mean, compared to us, what's a sparrow compared
like
to
how
us?
delicate, but God provides
and
food and shelter for that sparrow to survive in this world. How will he provide for you with our consciousness and our abilities and
our more advanced needs and everything?
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's.
Okay, I think we have time for one more.
Definitely.
Okay. Durena hi avaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddho sharanam anvicha kripana pala hitavaha. Excuse me. O Dhananjaya, rid yourself of all fruitive actions by devotional service and surrender fully to that consciousness. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work are misers. Purport: one who has actually come to understand one's constitutional position as the eternal servitor of the Lord gives up all engagements save working in Krishna consciousness. As already explained, Buddha Yoga means transcendental loving service to the Lord. Such devotional service is the right course of action for the living entity. Only misers desire to enjoy the fruit of their own work, just to be further entangled in material bondage. Except for work in Krishna consciousness, all activities are abominable because they continually bind the worker to the cycle of birth and death. One should therefore never desire to be the cause of work. Everything should be done in Krishna consciousness for the satisfaction of Krishna. Misers do not know how to utilize the assets of riches which they acquire by good fortune or by hard labor. One should spend all energies working in Krishna consciousness, and that will make one's life successful. Like the misers, unfortunate persons do not employ their human energy in the service of the Lord. End of purport. So, I mean, this, what I think here is that sometimes we're blessed. You know, sometimes we can get blessed either by our own fruit of work or by, you know, gifts or inheritances and things. And, you know, we have a choice. We can either put it to good use, or in some cases, people just blow it all like drunken sailors, so to speak. And some people just squirrel it away and don't even touch it. And, you know, and I feel that, I feel things are given to us for a reason, and we have to utilize them properly. And also we have to keep in mind, and this goes for material and spiritual life, life is short. I mean, just a couple of days ago, one of our friends, a devotee, he just left his body, just like 2 days ago, I think. No, it's another, not a Prabhupada disciple, no one in ISKCON.
Yeah, someone I know just passed away.
Yeah, so, and he wasn't that old. He was in his low 60s. And I just also remember the time, like, when I was younger, I had a kind of a argument with a friend who was a Prabhupada disciple, and he was always engaged in service. And I always had respect for him, but unfortunately had a very strong personality. And one day I found out he was in the car with another Prabhupada disciple. They were trying to do service to bring a sannyasi into America, and he just, while he was in the car, he just left right then and there. He had a heart attack, never woke up again. And he was in his 50s, and but he was I would say he was very advanced. I think a lot of people found him like to be a very strong personality, but I always respected him. I had, you know, but he was chanting every day. He was using his house for seva, and he was always engaged in service. And he was going to India like as much as he could. I think almost every year he was going there for Kartik or the Gaura Purnima or whatever. So, you know, it's we're given a gift right now. We have, first of all, we have the human life, and secondly, we are given this opportunity to know what the truth is. We're not. Everyone here, we might be struggling with something, but we know it's not good to eat meat. It's not good to be intoxicated and to waste our time on nonsense activities. We kind of know, and I think we're all doing the best we can to kind of engage ourselves in spiritual life. So it's really just doing the best we can with the time and opportunities we're given. Because we don't know. Bhagavad Gita, I think 2:40 says that we don't lose anything, that any progress we have, there's no loss or diminution.
We take it with us in the next.
Yeah, but even, you know, like Prabhupada said, you know, it's not a good policy to think, okay, I'm going to do this in the next life.
Right.
It's better to just wrap it up now.
Do the best you can.
Said there's no guarantee of another human birth. We don't remember that too often either. We don't want to, probably.
Yeah,
But we're not
not.
guaranteed another human birth.
You're right, it's 2:40.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course he was. Of course he knew that.
Everything I have is from my Guru Maharaj. All the good things. All the bad things, I take full responsibility.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of illustrates a point that came to my mind, which is like that miserliness that
Yeah.
they described
yeah,
could also be kind of seen as like because I'm in a good position, like materially or my health or beauty or whatever it is, it's because I worked hard.
Right.
yes,
You know,
I
not
deserve
because,
all of this.
I did it.
the whole idea of meritocracy, which is part of the reason our society is collapsing right now.
Yeah.
It's just really in people's consciousness, like people that work hard deserve to have a nice life, and people
Right.
that don't.
Right.
And it's their own fault if they're homeless or they're ugly or they're whatever it is, have cancer. People are so weird. Like even when people get cancer, they're like, if you tried harder to take care of yourself, you could probably get over it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, let people just, it's just so weird,
It is. It's like our conditioning from such a young age. From like, I always say like the like our education system. Like things have to like get tweaked a little bit of what we're teaching young children, and it's all of that. It really is. It's from a young age you're learning that like you have to. I never took a nap. That's just how we were raised. Like if we went back into bed once our bed was made, that meant we were sick or we were being lazy. It was like frowned upon. Like, so even for me as an adult, learning to take that time and lay down. In the beginning of this process of learning how to nap, it was an issue for me. I would deal with all of that. You're lazy, you're lazy, you're lazy. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Francesca.
Good to see you. Grab a mat, get yourself settled.
Okay.
We're wrapping up. So it's like, that's what I was taught from my parents. It's like, there's no time for rest. It's like you keep
Go, go,
going,
go.
go. If not, you're a lazy bum. That's what my dad would say. What are you doing in your bed, lazy bum? Oh, maybe just chilling out.
My parents, I feel like my parents said that to me, but I never took it in that way. I felt like it was more playful and affectionate.
Yeah, no, not for us. It was not. It was like if you were in your bed in
Come
the
on,
middle of the
lazy
day,
bum.
something was seriously wrong with you.
Yeah.
Like something happened. You had a
Morning.
cough. You were sick. You were. It
Yeah.
wasn't just like, oh, you're free to nap. No, not in our household, and even in society, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same stuff. Like these kids are being taught in schools like this. Yay!
So just take what you want.